Hi, I'm here with Dr. Doug Buchanan, who is our Director of Music Ministries, and Doug is starting his second year here at St. David's.
And I'm here with Father Scott Bellows, Rector of St. David's, and he's starting his 8th year here. Scott, I was wondering about the decision-making process that went into crafting the new liturgy for this year, the new schedules to have the 8 o'clock service and the 10 o'clock service, and how that all came about.
For the previous 5 years, we offered a 3-service schedule at 8, 9, and 11. And although that worked in some ways, what it tended to do was divide the congregation up into 3 separate worshiping groups. And over the years, I've heard a lot of dismay at the fact that I never see the children, or I never see these people that I used to see all the time, because we're going to separate services. As we looked at how the schedule worked out, it was decided that we probably could go to a 2-service schedule now that we were approaching music in a different way, and that we could provide some opportunities for Children's Chapel to be reinstituted, and for volunteer opportunities for people to participate in different ways in the liturgy. So we created this schedule for this fall with 2 services, an 8 o'clock and a 10 o'clock, with Christian education between. In essence, it's the same time commitment for families who were able to participate in the past with education and worship, and we're finding that people are very appreciative of having a larger number of people worship together in the service. They are finding the music to be engaging and exciting and stimulating, and they're also beginning to look at ways that adults and children and teens can participate in new ways, especially at the 10 o'clock service, in music, and serving at the altar, reading and being ushers here in the church. Speaking of opportunities for people to volunteer, Doug, I was really interested in and quite excited by the way that you have structured the opportunities with new ensembles for volunteers to get involved. I'm just wondering if you could talk a little bit about how that came to be.
Well, one of the things that I get really excited about is helping all people to make music to the best of their potential and to using their talents to the best of their abilities. So one of the things that I wanted to structure was ways for instrumentalists and singers of all ages to be able to participate in some way in worship services, particularly on Sunday mornings when we're all gathered together. So I came up with a few ways that people could join in, and knowing that we're all busy and that particularly as the year gets going, school is busy, sports are busy, that everyone would have different schedules. So I crafted a schedule where we could have a chorister choir meet several times per year, we could have a handbell choir meet several times per year, and an adult and youth volunteer choir meet as well. And each of these are sort of modular. So we'll have a few rehearsals for the choristers, and then they'll perform, and then they'll take a little break, and another ensemble will start a rehearsal cycle. And what this does is it lets people choose what works best for their schedules, what works best for their time, talent, and interests, and lets them offer that up during worship services, and also lets them come together in fellowship as they're learning learning all this music that they'll put to use in worship.
The other thing that we talked about before you got started here was to bring back and to establish a concert series. And I'm wondering if you'd just tell us a little bit about the First Fridays and the Evensongs that you've developed over these now 2 years.
That's been a really exciting aspect of the music ministry here that I've enjoyed a lot. We, of course, have wonderful resources and a wonderful tradition of doing rich and varied music from the 12th century up until music that is written and arranged maybe the week before. And I've enjoyed highlighting that certainly on Sunday mornings and at special worship services throughout the year, but having these First Friday concerts where we can feature sometimes non-liturgical, but always really high quality and interesting and engaging music, and then having mid-month evensongs that allow us to come together to sing, to worship with the leadership of the choir. That's been something that's been very, very special. And I think we've had a wonderful 2014-2015 series, and the 15 to 16 series is off to a great start between our ensemble in residence, our choir, and all the musicians that join us throughout each of the months. And if you're interested in making music with us, whether you're a child, an adult, whatever age you are, feel free to sign up via the website or contact me, speak to me after church, or send me an email.
If you're interested in participating in the liturgy in non-musical ways, there are a lot of opportunities there. You can serve at the altar as a Eucharistic minister if you're 16 or over. If you would like to be a reader in the service, either reading the scripture or leading the prayers, anyone 12 years and older who is interested in giving that a try, I would love to hear from you. Ushers, families, adults, individuals, whomever, becoming an acolyte. We are in the process right now of training new acolytes, and we would love to hear from you. The best thing to do is go to the website. You can sign up there, or you can call the office, call me, but whatever you do, please think about how you might offer your gifts here at St. David's, in the liturgy, in music, or in anything in our community.